A week ago today, OPP Commissioner-designate Chris Lewis appeared on this show articulating a simple message. Caledonia is not a community under siege. There's no standoff, and life has returned to normal 4 years after a native occupation on a housing development.
Now, that isn't sitting well with many residents who contacted our show in the days following that interview. In particular, they were upset by the Deputy Chief Lewis' contention that there was nothing he could do regarding illegal native smoke shacks and that he had no intention of making it an issue when he takes control of the OPP next month.
Now, Caledonia residents Merlyn Kinrade and Ray Robataille asked if they could respond on our show, and that's why they're here with us today in studio. Merlyn, from what you've heard from your friends and acquaintances in the week following our interview with Deputy Commissioner Lewis, what was the response like?
The response was the same as when Fantino was the commissioner. Well, he still is, but it's one of those things that Lewis seems to think. It's okay to say everything is fine in Caledonia. Everything isn't fine in Caledonia. He ignores the illegal smoke shacks. He ignores many other things, like other than smoke shacks, by enforcing the law equally is one of the big contentions with most of the people in the community. And we find the statement he made that he can't settle land claims to be preposterous. We have never asked Julian Fantino to settle a land claim, and we certainly will not ask Mr. Lewis to settle a land claim. We want him to enforce the law equally, get rid of the smoke shacks, and we can take care of the rest as long as they enforce the law equally.
Ray, how is your life different today than before the occupation?
How would it be different? Mm-hmm. Well, I think we've sort of had to learn to live with this bomb, so to speak, that could ignite at any time. I find that, you know, when you make that statement that everything is now peaceful in Caledonia, you'd like to have heard that there's peace in Caledonia. And the problem that I see here is that we still have, as Merlyn said, the illegal smoke shacks bordering on our highways, entrance into our town. We have hydro towers still sitting ready at any moment to be pulled across the road. And in that way, really nothing has changed.
Merlyn, are you taking a big risk, yourself and Ray, by coming on this program? I mean, a lot of people from Caledonia watch this show. What type of response do you think you're going to get within the community for standing up the way you are and for saying that the OPP are not doing their job and there's still a two-tier system of justice?
I think there are many people in the community that agree that we do have two-tier justice. I look at our mayor saying, well, there is two-tier justice, and she's a credible person. And we aren't going to back down. I'm not going to back down until such time as they enforce the law equally. Mr. Lewis can say the town is peaceful and